Let's go. What is up, everyone? And welcome back. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I apologize. I was tweeting out the show. Didn't get to turn down the volume. I did it. JD, wait till you see the hype tweet I did today. It's a good one. You're going to appreciate that. But what's up, boys? Welcome back to Across the Board. Sponsored by Money Ball Metrics. It's a regular Thursday. You got the normal boys in the house. You already know I'm pissed off because Jefe's wearing the Rutgers and hates Rutgers. But Jefe, how are you today, brother?
I'm doing good, fellas. I'm doing good. Thursday slate. We got a game today. Is it a good game? I don't know. It's a game.
In what sport? We got a lot of games and a lot of sports today.
Thursday night, only one game that matters. You know what it is, the foosball.
Absolutely. East Carolina versus Tulane, which we will be breaking down shortly. JD, how are you today, brother?
Good, man. Doing good. It's Thursday. All of a sudden today, the actual temperature here just dropped.
Same, dude. It's frozen here.
Yeah, it's feeling nice outside. We do have some crazy storm off our coast, but yeah. But other than that, though, everything's doing good. Like I said, it finally feels like fall, and we have some football. So
it's fall weather. We got fall sports going on. We're all excited about that. What is the temperature? What do you consider fall in your neck of the woods? Because it's 53 by me, and to me, it's fucking cold. What does your fall feel by you?
Let me pull it up, like just so I know. It's currently 70.
Go fuck yourself, dude. Go fuck yourself. We're not going to go into that. Over the comments, some of the boys are here. Let's see. They're probably all going to be yelling at me over the Yankees. Phillies, Flyers, Eagles parlay. Wow. The all Philly parlay from Brucey with the Juicy. Okay. David is here. David, just so you know, you can also apologize to Jefe. He is also with the Yankees. So you don't have to single me out here. Jefe, you can join Judge and Soto to play golf today as well. And absolutely, J-Bo, we are having football every day until November. Not even until November. I think it's almost to the end of November, right? Yeah, it's way past that. So it's a great time of the year for the sports. Let's get in the recap, guys, as much as I do not want to. We're going to dive into a Wednesday recap on a Thursday. I'm going to go here quickly. We nailed the over in the Phillies-Dodgers game. That was sweat-free. We also nailed the over in the early game, the Tigers, so that was a good one. Brewers was a good game. Thought they may pull it out. They did have, I believe it was in the 8th or the 9th, a man on second, nobody out. We're not able to bring him in, but it was a good game there. And then there was that Yankee game where the better team won. The better team won that game and advanced to the ALCS. That's all I'm going to say on that. JD, over to you. What's your recap?
Hey, man, yesterday was down just a little bit. Baseball, that was our first bad day in quite some time. But besides that, as far as my NHL and as far as my tennis goes, I swept those, so that helped.
Jimmy, great line here. Great line here. Because guess who was rage texting? We have a little across the board chat where we like to talk about the games that are going on in the picks we gave. And I think in the first inning, all of them received in all caps. I understand why they were hesitant about pitching quarter pounder. Brutal first inning from Quinn Priester yesterday.
I do have to say that is what I talked about, though. He had to get through the first. Because, like, nerves were definitely going to be there, and he just had to get through it, and he could not get through it.
No, it was hard to watch. He couldn't locate anything. When he did get it over the plate, it wasn't like it was just hit. It was smacked. They were reading him like a book. He just did not have it yesterday. Jefe, over to you.
Yeah, man. We actually had a freaking fantastic day yesterday. The only one loss. It just sucks that the one loss was the one that I cared the most about in my heart. But I mean, even the goddamn state of Missouri pulled out for us yesterday. It was incredible.
That is the text we got from Jefe as well. Pulling back the curtain again for our little ATB chat. Jefe did say, the Yankees did let us down, but the state of Missouri came through. So
No. What happened was, pull back the full curtain. This was halfway through the Cubs game, middle of the day. And I so on here, I gave out the Tigers. I said that I think the Cubs is the play, but QP on the mound, I don't know, so I'm staying off. And then I also, if you remember, when you asked me what was my play for Phillies Dodgers, I looked up and said Phillies money line. You said anything else? I said nope. And so the first two were going good, and then I texted you and I said, "Damn, I'm seeing the field. I'm seeing the board too well right now. Like I feel the loss is coming." And I even texted you. I feel like it's got to be the state of Missouri. It was not. And it wasn't the under, and it wasn't the WNBA because that over hit easily. It was the damn Yankees, and that really freaking sucks. I even hit my Kevin Fiala over half a point NHL prop that I gave out on the outro. I mean, I had a great day, but the Yankees, man. I mean, if I could sum it up in two sentences, the better team won.
That's what I said.
And I never want to hear any Judge playoff slam there ever again.
No, Judge was fantastic. Quickly, we'll talk about it here. Was every other player on the Yankees outside of Judge? I mean, Cam Schlittler pitched a good game. You can't ask much more from a rookie to give you 7 with 2. The bats just didn't get going. And unfortunately, it was not Judge's fault. Either he was getting a hit or they were intentionally walking him in this series. It was an unbelievable performance by Aaron Judge. And if the Yankees want any chance to compete for a title going forward, they need to get a true number 2. They need to get a number 2 behind him that can hit. All season people were saying Yankees plan B worked. They weren't able to re-sign Juan Soto. They were able to fill in other pieces, fill the gaps. But when you get to the playoffs, look at the stats of those gap fillers that the Yankees brought in. The Yankees need a real number 2 to compete for a World Series, and they just didn't have it this year, unfortunately. So we'll see what they do in the offseason. Pivotal offseason for the Yankees. We all know Aaron Boone will get a 10-year contract extension, and Brian Cashman will get a 15-year contract extension. So I don't expect anything to change there. All right, gentlemen, enough of the depressing talk. You ready to dive into a little college football?
Definitely.
Jefe, we need your approval to go into a little college football.
Let do it.
Do that again. I like that. One more time.
Yeah, I like that.
Let do it.
Wow, French as fuck. Here we go. First game we're breaking down today. We're going to college football, like I said. We're going to the ECU Pirates. JD, how far is ECU from you?
It's about a half-hour drive.
Oh, really? So you are the ECU Pirate. You're right there.
Let me tell you something.
Very
Wilmington,
good.
that's the closest big school.
Yeah.
To JD?
Yeah. So no. Where
How do you
I
know that?
Where I frequent North Carolina.
We were talking about JD over here. By the way, Wilmington, phenomenal school. I went there in college for a weekend with a couple buddies. Had a fantastic time.
I'm there all the time, man. You're there too.
I say, as far as like UNC Wilmington, you just can't rank that as like a.
No. They, I mean, listen, they make the NCAA tournament as a 16 seed. Good for them. They win the Colonial, whatever the hell they're a part of. But ECU is regarded as the biggest school because, as we know, North Carolina, South Carolina, that's just the hotbed for big universities.
Yeah, man, a million schools out in the Carolinas. I'm going to combine them into one. The Carolinas, there's a million out there. But let's get into this game, guys.
And then also, guys, if you're thinking about going to college, if we have any younger guys out there, which probably shouldn't be watching this show if you're that young.
I'm interested to see where you're going with this.
So am I.
But if you like to drink and if you like to party, ECU is the school for you. They have been ranked number 1 or actually in the top 5 schools as far as actual party school for 20 plus years now.
Or if you're up by me at Jefe, check out East Stroudsburg, the number 1 party school in the nation, the number 1 school in the nation, produces the most talent in the nation. I don't know who else went there, maybe myself, who knows, but unbelievable school that turns out talent. All right, boys. Into this specific game, we have the Fighting JD Pirates, ECU, 3-2 on the year. They're 1-0 in the American. On the other side, we have the Tulane Green Wave, who are 4-1 overall and 1-0 in the American Conference. Tulane's had a good year. The only loss they have was to Ole Miss. They lost 45-10. They didn't really compete in that game. On the other side, a couple real opponents we've seen ECU play, including BYU and NC State. They lost both those games. In the game they played BYU, they lost 34-13. Wasn't much of a contest. The other game they played was very early in the year. It was their opener, but it was to NC State. They did lose a heartbreaker, 24-17. Actually, that was a game we covered. Remember that, boys? That ECU NC State game was one of the opening games we had. That was a good game. I remember that. ECU was plus 14. They covered. I had them. That's why I remember. Back to this specific game. Story of this one is, the two quarterbacks. We have Hauser for ECU. He has a ton of touchdowns this year. He has 7 touchdowns on the year to only 4 interceptions. On the other side for Tulane, they have Jake Retzloff, the BYU transfer. He has 2 touchdowns on the year throwing. But his main thing he can do for you is rushing. He has 7 rushing touchdowns for the year, so 9 total touchdowns for Retzloff. I just said a lot of stuff about these two teams. A lot. JD, you're a local Carolinian. What do you like in this one?
Yeah. Do want to preface this by saying when I bought this hat's pretty old. And when I bought it, I had hair. I no longer have hair. So this hat,
it's just over here.
So this hat fits a little big, but we do have to put it on though. We still have to put it on. As far as ECU guys,
when did you lose your hair? How long ago was this hat purchased?
Oh man, this hat's probably 7 or 8 years old.
Oh, breaking news. USA basketball has a new head coach. Who do you think it is?
Wait, don't tell me. Please, honestly, don't
That's
tell me.
Why do you think I asked you? I know how you operate. Who do you think it is?
Okay. American coach. It doesn't have to be American, but
he is succeeding Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr is no longer the coach.
Was he already on the staff?
I don't know.
There's only 2 guys that are on the staff. I think it was Mike Brown and Spoelstra. I don't know. It's never the Knicks. I hope it's not Mike Brown. Jesus, yes, folks.
It's not Mike Brown. It is not John Shire. I see in the comments, but I won't give you any more hints. Just it is Spo. It is Spo. Good call there. It is Spoelstra. That's why we let Jefe figure it out. Name the other staff members and was able to narrow it down and absolutely get it right. So well done, Jefe. Eric Spoelstra is the new head coach of Team USA Basketball.
No, the other guy I would have guessed, and I just couldn't think of his name, is Gonzaga's coach, Mark Few.
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. JD, back over to you. You put the hat on. You're raring to go. I think we know where you're going with this one, but finish it off.
Yeah, man. As far as this ECU team, when you just look at their scores and actually, as far as the box scores goes, I mean, they've been putting up points, but not as many as you would think. It doesn't seem like this offense scores, a lot of points.
We had big line movement just happen in this game. We have the right line on the screen, but it went up to 7.5 about 10 minutes ago. Now it's back to 6.5. But it did go up a full point, and now it's back down to the 6.5. I can confirm that because I was staring at FanDuel just now to see if the line had any movement. It said 7.5, and then immediately it went right down to 6.5.
But yeah, this offense has had the chance to score so many more points. They have been in the red zone so many times and have come away with nothing. They have actually killed themselves a bunch of times. As far as what this team does, this team loves to pass. They are very good in the pass game. They also play extremely fast. If you've not watched this team, tonight's a good chance to watch to see how fast they play. I think it's almost too fast. But anyway, it is literally that fast though. The thing with actually Tulane is they can stop the run. They are very good at stopping the run. They're not that good at stopping the pass though. And like I was just talking about, that is where ECU is going to be going the entire game. As far as the side, I'm actually going to stay off there, but I think that ECU at least puts up 24 points to a night. So that means that they can clear their team total here. So actually, like J-Bo just put in the chat, yes, that is actually where I'm going here. I'm going with the ECU team total over. If it was 7, I actually don't mind the ECU 7, but since it has moved off that, I think it went ahead and moved off of that like Tuesday.
Yeah.
I would
We're
just
getting a lot of movement on this game, by the way. It just moved again for me. Like the points stayed the same, but 10 cents juice rotated. So I think a lot of sharps are hitting this game right now, like right now.
So, there's where I'm going to go here. I just think with the amount of points that this team has left on the field, I think tonight against this defense that they're going to be able to just get a few more of those in. So
Yeah, I definitely hear that. I'll keep it short and sweet, guys. I'm on the over 53.5. All the points JD said make a ton of sense to me and kind of back the way I was thinking. I don't see a way East Carolina is really going to slow down Tulane. I think Tulane's going to have their way with them, but do I like Tulane by a full touchdown in this game? I do not. Do I think Tulane wins and they could be a parlay piece? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you have another leg that you like today, a money line play that you want to throw Tulane into, I absolutely am good with that. But by far my favorite play on this game is the over. I think ECU will be able to get points as well. We spoke about the speed of this game, and I think we will see both teams put up a ton of points. So give me the over. Definitely one of my favorite plays today and definitely on my VIP card. Hefferoni with cheese. What do you got?
I'm disappointed because this game aside, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 college football games today, and none of them feature anything that I could give a play like I did yesterday on. It's actually insane to me. We got
J-Bo, before you do, quickly, I do want to put this out there. J-Bo, this was the exact parlay I was debating. I was debating Jacksonville State to go with Tulane, but I do like the over more. But I like where your head's at. That's exactly the way I was looking at the board about an hour ago. I ended up taking the over, though. Just want to put that out there. Sorry.
I don't know. Honestly, no. I don't like it. Why is Jacksonville State? Figure it out. No, not a fan.
Trivia for Jefe only. What state is Jacksonville State in?
Is it not Florida?
It's not. No.
It's not.
It's not. No. You want to take another guess?
Alabama.
Yes. Yes, it's Jacksonville, Alabama, not Jacksonville, Florida.
Shoot, baby. Yeah, no. Then we have an insane matchup, guys. Listen to this mathematical equation. We have the southern part of Mississippi versus the southern part of Georgia. What's going to happen in that game? I don't know. They might never stop playing because when you bring the two Souths together, it's going to be a 7 overtime game.
Let me tell you, though, the south of those two states is an interesting south as well.
Insane. Here we go. Trivia time. Kennesaw State. Name it.
I mean, you can't ask me that. It's next to my aunt and uncle's house. You know that. I've been to a million of their games. You can't ask me that one. It's right outside Atlanta.
Great.
That's the I've been to that school like 10. My uncle. So peeling back the curtain, my uncle, diehard sports fan. So whenever I go to visit, he gets like a surprise ticketed event. It ends up being we go to a Kennesaw State game with 6 other fans. Shout out my Uncle Jack. But yes, we have been to Kennesaw quite a bit.
I like Tulane here as well, and I do have a money line parlay. But it is not with a college football game that is being played today. It is actually with a college football game that is being played tomorrow. No, it is not Rutgers on the money line. Calm down. It is with the northern part of Texas, who is playing
UNT.
Who is playing the southern part of Florida tomorrow.
Wow, that's an interesting one.
South Florida, North Texas, and by the way, all jokes aside, that's a great game, guys. And actually, some college football. That has actually some college football implications because North Texas is 5-0 in their conference, and what's the conference, JD? It's the same conference as Memphis. Sorry, guys, what's that?
Conference USA.
Want me to answer it?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
happy to answer the door. No, answer the door.
It's whatever conference is the same conference as Memphis, who's also
Conference USA.
That conference does. Whoever wins that conference, I believe, gets in to the as the
J-Bo with the comment of the year. That's the number one thing that stuck out to me.
What total? For what
game? And
it's actually went down 66.5.
And they might score 100. So
yeah, but that's a great game tomorrow. If you want to see like a great college football game, South Florida is ranked; they're 24th. But I do like Texas at North Texas at home, mixed with Tulane tonight on the money line. Can get you a really nice number. Texas, which has one of the best nicknames, the Mean Green. North Texas Mean Green. Nothing else. They're just green.
You want a fun fact for you? Lift your chest up a little bit. You see that logo on your chest?
Yeah.
The best player UNT has had in years, D.T. Sheffield, is now the star receiver of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. To put it out there, he was a transfer this year, so I had to give Jefe some love as he's wearing his favorite team, the Rutgers there. So what's the official pick, F? What are the odds on it?
Tulane money line, North Texas money line, plus 165.
Footy, I tell you this all the time. I still don't understand why there was a need for a newer Mexico. We have the old Mexico. I just will never understand why we needed a new one. But we move on.
Joseph might be right. Memphis might be in the AAC.
I went off what? Yeah, the American.
The American.
I thought it was. No,
we are talking about the American.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody
What did
look up where
JD
North-
say? I went with what he said.
But
I have it right
actually,
here.
we
They're
were
the
talking about-
AAC. They are the AAC. Yeah, you were talking about the other team, FA.
Yeah.
Yes. Guys, North Texas is in the AAC. They're in the American.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yes. That's what we're
And
talking
where's
about.
North Texas playing?
Oh, I never mentioned the southern part of Florida ever. Not once.
Okay. Then we will
Not
not
on
go
them.
to that.
They
We
don't
will not-
exist to me. They're not mean. They're not green. They're not winning.
They're ranked in the top 25. They've been fantastic this year. I
I
digress. We
said
move.
They're not mean. They're not green. They're not winning.
Mean Green Joe green. We move on to the MLB playoffs, guys. We go to those Phillies taking on the Dodgers, which, by the way, the over yesterday was sweat-free. Loved watching that one. But the Phillies, man. The Phillies showed some heart to win that game 8-2. They produced in that one. Kyle Schwarber did Kyle Schwarber things. It was good to see the Phillies compete and battle back.
Freaking good.
He's very good he's very good at baseball when he gets his bat on the ball, but that's always a question with him. Is he going to get his bat on the ball? When he makes
Brother,
contact, he's
I
phenomenal.
would take Kyle Schwarber's year this year versus pretty much anybody.
I don't know. He batted 240. Let's continue. We have Christopher Sanchez pitching for the Phils. I am a big fan of Christopher Sanchez. He had a phenomenal year. He is 0-0 in this postseason with a 3.1 ERA. On the other side is Tyler Glasnow, whose numbers on the surface are interesting. He hasn't given up a run, but he has a 2.4 whip. So, I mean, do I need to dive into that into detail? 2.4 whip, hasn't given up a run. That means on average in every inning, there's been 2.5 men on base. They just haven't got in. Interesting numbers there. Yes, it's a good game here. JD, Dodgers are slight favorites. It opened as them as a slight favorite. Or it opened as Phillies as slight favorites. Now the Dodgers have moved to roughly a minus 130, I am seeing. What do you like in this game?
Yeah, just like you were talking about there, as far as Glasnow, yeah, his numbers are definitely interesting. And, like, I'm a Glasnow guy. His stuff is so nasty. His problem is
When
walks.
he's healthy. And
Yes.
injuries.
Yes. And that's why that's why he's not had a full season.
When was his last full season?
That's a
I'm going to Google it.
I was about to
I'm
say.
going to Google it.
That's actually a great question. But yes, guys, he has a problem with the walks, though. But as far as his swing and miss stuff, it is amazing.
Let me tell you something, JD. What do you think his career high in innings is? This is so bad. This is so bad.
Can't be high. Like, you said it's that bad?
Career high.
Give me 95,
A little higher, 120.
120, which is still low, guys. Which is still,
Garrett Crochet threw 225 this year.
Yeah.
Put it out there. And it is like second or third year. So really low career numbers.
yeah. But yeah, when I first looked at this game and actually saw him start and just kind of saw like what was going to go on here, I was like, all right, this is going to be a Dodgers play. But then when I looked at it more, I was like, you know what? Last night for the Phillies was huge. Them getting their offense going, massive there. And then for the pitching for them tonight is Christopher Sanchez. And thing with him is throughout the season, the Dodgers have kind of gotten to him. They've also already seen him, and he did pitch fairly well. I think he only gave up 2 runs. But they just saw him, guys. This Dodgers offense just saw him.
Yep.
So I went back with the over here. The total is up to 8 now. I did not bet it at 8. I did bet it at an actual lower number. So I'm not going to give that out currently at actually 8. If it goes down to 7.5, that's fine. Matter of fact, if you can get a book at 7.5 at anything at minus 125 or either less, I would still bet that. FanDuel is actually normally pretty good at that. They'll actually hang like a juiced, national juiced total there. So I'll check out that. But just really, this is a game where I can see that both teams give up runs because as far as Glasnow, all it takes is, him just getting a couple guys on extra base and then just, it's just that one bad pitch and then there's 3 runs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a as far as the bullpen arms that actually like both teams are actually going to see tonight. Once again, we're getting to the point in this series where these teams have actually already seen these guys. So I just thought that this total was a little bit too like low. The market also did, and that's now why it's bumped up. That's why it's bumped up to this 8 mark. But I would have to still lean to the Dodgers side. Do I like that price? No, I do not. But that is how I would. But yeah, that is how I played the game. And if you can't get that number, I'm sure that you can get that number live.
100%. Jefe.
Phillies money line.
Jefe.
That's it. Yep, worked for me yesterday. It's gonna work again.
I'm also on the Phillies money line, but can you give us a reason why? Can you give us a little something? You're just gonna look down the whole show, then look up, say Phillies money line, go back to looking down.
That's what worked for me yesterday.
I was just about to say that there's what worked for him.
If it ain't,
the people are not happy.
If it ain't,
The people
broke, don't
are
fix
not
it.
happy. The people are not happy. This is
I
about entertainment.
think the people are not happy because the Monzi of the man is backing the Dodgers.
He is. I was trying to frame that in my favor there, but you are correct about that. I'm also on the Phillies. I think they'll have a big performance here. I'm not a big fan of Glass now. If you guys cannot tell, I think he's literally Glass now, and I do think he won't be able to stay in the game long. He's been a reliever from them. I think it's going to be mostly a bullpen game out of the Dodgers, and I think the Phillies fight. Give me the Phillies on the money line at what are the current odds here? Plus 110. That's exactly what I'm going to be playing. Oh, Monzi was at the game last night. Who as a Dodgers fan, that's a rough one to spend money on, but I hope you enjoyed it, dude. Going to a playoff game is still awesome no matter what.
Yeah, I would love to know when you left, because God bless your soul if you stayed until the final out and had to deal with that traffic.
No, we had a friend who stayed at the Yankee game till the final out. What the fuck was he doing? We move. Anything else in this game you guys want to talk about before we move on to the Fighting JDs?
I don't believe so.
Far right, over to the Fighting JDs. We got the Brewers going back to Chicago, taking on the Cubbies. And on paper, we have a fantastic pitching matchup. We have Freddie Peralta going for the Brewers. He's been unbelievable for them this year. He's 1-0 in the postseason as well. On the other side is Matthew Boyd, who was unbelievable in the regular season, but has not been unbelievable in the postseason. Is that the nicest way I could put it, JD? Did I do that correctly?
That's definitely the nicest way.
Yeah, he's 0-1 in the postseason with a 5.5 ERA. JD, Brewers slight favorites here. I think they have a massive advantage on the mound today. What do you like in this game?
Yeah, this is going to be another hat game, guys. And I put on the hats yesterday, and they lost. So today, I'm going to put on the hat. I have to turn it around there. But this is the Brewers hat. Yesterday's game was very interesting. Cubs won that game, but that was all because of those runs that they got off of Priester in the first. They did not
score again.
They did not score again the rest of the game. As far as the Brewers, as far as actually chances to win the game, they definitely had them.
A million. All game they had men on base.
So, now today, I have to focus on Boyd here. Boyd, we've talked a lot about. I feel like I've had a great read on him. And with Boyd, we talked about before the playoffs even actually got here, about how Boyd was kind of wearing down because of his innings pitched. He pitched more than he usually does, and you could see him starting to wear down. His numbers were getting progressively worse, and getting a lot worse quick. Okay, so when they threw him out for game 1, we were like, what? We could not believe that. And as far as the Brewers, we were all on them that game. That was that nice, easy win. Now on short rest, they're throwing him out again. So that tells me, one, that he's not going to be in there long. But I can't believe that that's who they're even starting the game with.
If you want to say about it, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if you want to do the whole starter thing, the 1 to 2 innings, okay, that's fine. But why do it with somebody who this Brewers lineup hits? They just get to him. They just do. So I don't understand what they're doing here. But we've talked about it the whole series. As far as the Cubs bullpen goes, as far as the Brewers, I would rather have theirs every single day. So you're getting Boyd, and then going to be just a mix of a lot of guys.
Yeah, I agree.
And I just don't understand. That was a random one.
I used to, if you want me to be honest, so I get why. Maybe not any longer. Jefe did as well.
I was about to say we are not back in 2021.
I was gonna say I don't know if anyone really has those, and they were big in the sports gambling space back in the day. I know Jefe, they sent us that amazing kit and Jefe went on air with their weed whacker, which you like trim your nose hairs, and he did a live demonstration of it.
Still have it. Still use it.
Still have it as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, guys. As far as the Brewers, I'm actually on them here again, guys. Well, I was as far as yesterday's game, I wasn't actually on them, but today I am actually on them though.
We may be lubing up for a three-way, boys.
This line, like I said, I don't really understand. I think it should be a larger line here. I just still can't understand what the Cubs are doing. Maybe Connie, if actually maybe he can come in here and help, if he can help explain that, because he's normally.
I thought Connie was going to be in here talking shit to me all day, so I'm not Connie. We miss you. I'm happy you're not here talking shit to me all day.
But yeah, because this is one of those decisions that I really just don't understand.
Yeah, I'm all over the Brewers here. I don't really understand the line. They have the clear pitching advantage. It's not like the Cubs are hitting well. They just got on Quinn Priester, who quarter pounder couldn't throw a strike. A lot of walks, was getting hit hard. They didn't do anything after that. The Brewers, to me, are in a prime spot to get this over today, and I think they do finish the series today, and I'm very confident that the Brewers will have a big performance. I'm very confident in Peralta. He's a guy, if you put your faith in him all year long, you've been rewarded. He's just been fantastic. Anytime you've needed a big win, anytime this Brewers team needed a big win, it seemed like Freddie Peralta was on the mound getting it done. And he's got stuff that translates into the postseason. Hate to say it, JD, he's got significantly better stuff than Quinn Priester. It just translates better into the postseason, and I think that's going to carry on yet again. Give me the Brewers. I could see this being the boys going for our fourth three-way win. We're still 3-0 on tweeted three-ways, so depending on what the gentleman below me has to say here, we will figure out where we go from there. Gentleman below me, you are now up.
Beer, brats, Brewers, money line.
And three ways. I guess we're going to do it today, boys. We have to get this posted. One of us has to remember to post this today. We have to get it posted. We are going to post it early in the day. I do not care, and we're going to win. Brewers on the money line coming at you from all the boys on the show.
I definitely thought he was going to add something else in there to the beer.
So did I. Dude, yeah. We need more out of him. We need a lot. In every breakdown, we've gotten 6 words. Welcome to the Giants game where I don't want you saying anything. This is the one game I don't want you saying anything. Jake, you can't show up late after we all just said Phillies, and then pretend like we didn't all just say Phillies. We all just said Phillies, Jake.
Jake is you know what's funny? I actually really like the Phillies, like as a team. Like I think they're fun to root for. I don't care. I'm not a Mets fan. Actually, I don't mind the Phillies. They don't bother me at all.
I agree.
And I want to root for them. I like them. I like the atmosphere they have in their stadium. But Jake makes me want to hate them. He makes me want to hate cheesesteaks. He makes me want to hate Alexander Graham Bell because the damn Bell is in Philadelphia.
Didn't we go to those one on a field trip in like middle school? We had to go see that stupid Bell. Remember that? Mm-hmm. What a dumb field trip. That's it? Nothing else? That was your rant on Jake?
First of all, we went to Washington, D.C. in 8th grade. I don't know.
That was awesome. That was phenomenal. We also did the Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
Not Liberty.
That's all I got on the Brew Crew. Let me know what works.
I also agree with you where Jake makes you hate Philadelphia sports because if Philadelphia sports win something in New York sports, I don't care if it's the WNBA. I'm getting a DM about it.
Anyway, are we moving on Thursday Night Football yet? Let me know.
We are. I'm currently going to the transition to get us there, and we are now here. Thursday Night Football, our final breakdown of the day, our final game of the day, and unfortunately, I think it's going to be a shitter. We have the 4-1 Philadelphia Eagles going to New Jersey and taking on the New York Giants. storylines of this game is injuries, in my opinion, because they both got a
Both
ton of
sides.
them on the exactly on the Philly side. They're going to be without their best lineman, Landon Dickerson, which is an issue because the Giants' only strength right now is their defensive line.
Huge issue.
That's a huge issue. Grant Calcaterra is out. We are still waiting to hear about defensive tackle Jalen Carter, who's been a true questionable.
I don't think he's out. They got Nakobe Dean back.
Nakobe Dean is going to be back, making a season debut, and Jalen Carter we are still waiting on. On the Giants side, they have 0 linebackers and wide receivers in tonight's game. 0. Even the guy
that little Jordan Humphrey was going to be the savior. That's when I knew. How can they not flex this game out? Obviously, too little time, but here we are, baby.
Yeah, back to the Giants' injuries. So Darius Slayton's going to be out. We all know Malik Neighbors is out, and the Giants already had a weak wide receiving core before that. They've had to call multiple guys up from the practice squad, including, like Jefe just said, little Jordan Humphrey, who was on the Giants' practice squad. The linebacker room is even more scary to me. So the Giants have lost a ton of linebackers. They signed off the streets a guy named Swayze Bozeman. Amazing name, and he played very well in his first game or two. He's been ruled out. His backup, Demetrius Flanagan Fowles, has also been ruled out. So the Giants are going with a full practice squad linebacker core and a full practice squad wide receiver core. Let me remind you, on the offensive side for the Giants, they have 2 rookies in there, Cam Scatable and Jackson Dart. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens on the Giants' offensive side of the ball. Jefe, we're going to start with you. What do you like in this one, and why are you taking the Eagles by an alt line of 47?
I got 2 plays. One is you know what, guys? Actually, I'm going to add a third one here. I got a parlay, I got a teaser, I got a straight bet. Let me start with my parlay because it's something that I just thought of. And Jake, I hope you're sitting down right now. If you're not, you might want to stand up, and if you stand up, you might gonna fall over. I think I'm going to take the Philadelphia parlay.
Don't do that.
I think I'm going to do Phillies Eagles money line. I just thought of it literally as I'm speaking, and I got to see what it even pay out. 1 second, please.
You don't like the Eagles parlayed with Tulane?
No, I'm already married them to the northern part of Texas, and I don't know if you know about marriages in Texas. They can't get divorced. It's not how they work.
You could just shoot the other person. That's how they do it. Sorry, I think I forgot I'm on air sometimes. I apologize. Back to you after.
North Texas. All right, here we go.
Too late, North Texas.
Phillies, Eagles, plus 165.
That's not bad. The Philly.
Guys.
Do the Sixers have a preseason game tonight?
Nobody cares about that. I'm not taking the Flyers. Plus 165, that's my first one. Second one, teaser. Eagles down to minus 1.5. Now, I kind of want to leave the second leg open because tomorrow's our NFL show, and this is obviously going to be a game that we talk about. So, Eagles minus 1.5 as a first leg of a teaser. I'm sorry that I'm teasing a teaser and making you guys wait till tomorrow, but that's what I'm doing. But believe me, if you look hard enough, you can find a lot of second legs for that option, possibly very early in the day, if you get what I'm saying. And then lastly, my one play from this game is a player prop. I said it yesterday or the day before even. It's Wan'Dale Robinson over receiving yards. I think I got it at 43 or 42.5 earlier in the week. I see it now at 44.5. It's minus 110, minus 115 odds, somewhere around there. Jackson Dart is going to be in a situation for the majority of this game where he has to throw. And there's not many options. And Wan'Dale somehow, some way in week 6 of this NFL season is the best option he's got. God bless. I don't think he's going to get peppered with receptions, but I think just the
target share he's going to get.
The target share is going to be so big that he has to eclipse 45. So that's what it's sitting at right now, 44.5. And I'm comfortable with that too. But I did get it. I'm sitting here on my bet slip 42.5 at minus 115 earlier in the week.
I like it. This is a prop game for me, so I'll let JD go into it next. I have 3 props, all on the Giants side, that I think have a good chance of hitting. One of them I hit last week. So JD, over to you before I give out my props.
Yeah, man, this is one of those games. The Eagles, I still don't feel like I know who they really are, and because I have definitely downgraded them. But I know a lot of people who have actually downgraded them more.
Dumbest take ever.
Hasn't got 107 years, idiot. Idiot.
No Dickerson, idiot.
Idiot.
Giants. Only thing Giants we can talk about as Giants fans is the damn defensive line. Idiot.
But yeah,
Dude, what are you saying, idiot?
But this is right.
Probably. But yeah, this team, it's still hard for me to price this team like actually just as the side, because when I just look at this, like take out model numbers, all that stuff, the Eagles at -7.5, that seems like the play. When I actually do plug everything in, it tells me to bet the Giants. It's like Giants.
Brother, you better not be eating fucking dinner late if you're betting on the Giants plus 7.5 tonight, because you're gonna throw up by halftime.
So
you didn't know where you're going.
I was so
did I tie that thing together. I tied that thing right there. Let me tell you. Thanks for coming on that ride.
As far as the never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
It was such a good line. It threw him off.
Yeah, I was about to say something, but
Can I say something, JD? Can I ask you a question based on what you just said? How could you look at the Eagles?
No, you cannot.
The data and actually think that they could cover 7.5. That's actually it's without the data that I look at them and I'm so unimpressed. I'm like, these guys.
I've said it all year. I said the Eagles have been somewhat impressive this year. They've just been so unimpressive all year.
This line at one point, correct me if I'm wrong, this line was at 6.5 for the majority of the week. It then jumped to 7.5, which I think is a very key number. Obviously, I don't have to explain why. Am I concerned about backdoor for the Giants? Yeah, go. No.
The Eagles haven't won a game by this spread all year. All 4 of their wins have been 7 by less. I have all of them here. Want me to read off the scores?
What's their, just name me their biggest win, like points.
I'll just go all of them. I'll just go down the line. So Tampa Bay, they won 31-25 on the last second field goal block. No, I'm sorry. They won that game regularly. The game before against the Rams was the last second field goal block. They won 33-26. They beat Kansas City by 3, 20-17. And week 1, they barely escaped the Cowboys 24-20. Every game has been close. Every single one.
Damn, I forgot Cowboys Eagles was a season opener.
And they couldn't move the ball on that defense. No offense, JD. I know you're a Cowboys guy.
Yeah.
A team of me, JD, and Jefe don't know which one of us is receiver, don't know which one of us is quarterback, and don't know which one of us is snapping the ball. Could throw on that defense.
And last week they had this weird game plan where they kind of like, I saw a team for the first time ever just buy into the media pressure and literally just be like, yeah, you know what? You guys are right. We're not throwing it enough. Let's absolutely do nothing but throw. And that lost them the game. And it's giving me this, like, I don't know, like, how you guys feel. It's giving me like this feel of like, does that mean Sirianni just looks at Saquon tonight and go, you're home. Last week didn't work. We're running the ball 37 fucking times. Good luck.
If they had a line, yeah, but the Giants' specialty is that defensive front. So what are you going to run without Dickerson all game? Brian Burns is going to be in the backfield to 2 seconds all night.
Valid point. And Abdul Carter's a little bit dinged up, I believe, too. I have no idea what the Eagles' offensive game plan is tonight. But I know that the Giants are going to have a tough time passing the ball tonight. And with Tyrone Tracy back, I think they're going to be run heavy. Obviously, Cam and Tyrone and TT. But I think the Eagles are going to be prepared for that. No Jalen Carter doesn't matter. It's the opposite of the ball where I genuinely have not a single clue what the offensive game plan is going to be for the Eagles. And at this point, it's almost like an every week thing where you're just like, what are they going to do?
Well, every week it doesn't make sense. It seems stupid. Every week it doesn't seem. It seems like they make the wrong decision every single week, right? Like it just seems like as the game is going, they have a big lead. And Jake, you're putting it here. Look at the first half of the Cowboys game because of the rain delay. What happened in every other game? You had a huge lead in every other game too. It feels like, you know what I mean. In the second half, that lead does this.
The Bucks.
Killing, and same with the Rams.
I'm pretty sure, and there's no point to look at.
No, they came back on the Rams.
I'm pretty sure they're like up by 20 plus.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
And the Rams game was the first game that was ever opposite. They got crushed in the first half. Came on back and a great win for them. But I have no idea what to expect from the Eagles offense tonight.
I agree.
If you're looking at it like style, I mean, the Giants secondary is dog shit. They should look to pass. But I don't know if they're going to do that same exact plan back-to-back weeks because of how bad it went last week.
You know what I think the key to victory is for the Eagles? is short, quick passes over the middle of the field where the Giants have no linebackers. So they don't have enough time for the Giants pass rush to impact the game, where a two-step drop and the ball's out to A.J. Brown on a slant. The ball's out to Devontae Smith on a slant. The ball's out to one of their tight ends on a slant. I think that's the way the Eagles have to approach it, and I think that's the best way that they can do it. Unfortunately not, because the Giants suck in the division right now. The Giants get blown out in every single divisional game. Like, I know it's a division rival game. They're usually close. Not with this Giants team. Unfortunately, as somebody who's watched every Giants game for the last 30 years, 30 plus, it's just not, especially in the last 10 years or so.
I'll put it like this. I think we play the Commanders close all the time.
Correct.
I think we get up for Cowboys games in Dallas. And
not the Eagles, though.
Just has our number at home in Philly.
When was the last time the Giants beat the Eagles? Was that in one of those end-of-season games where they benched anyone?
I want to say it was one. Yeah, it was. Either last year or the year before that, like week 17.
The Giants have a record of 4-16 against the Eagles over the last 10 years. Also, fun fact, the Giants have not won a Thursday night football game in over 10 years. In over 10 years, the New York Football Giants have not won a Thursday night football game. Just a fact here. JD, what's your official pick?
So, yeah, guys, for me in this play, like I said, as far as side, I'm going to stay away from that. As far as the Eagles games, probably for the next few weeks, until we just keep seeing more. Because, like I said, I still don't know what this team really is. But tonight, this is just a pure numbers play here. As far as this total has been bet down, this total is now very low. And what that does is that total, it just actually like it affects other numbers, and especially this Eagles first half team total. It is sitting at 12.5 points. I simply think that is too low. As far as the Eagles game plan, like you're talking about, what is it going to be? I really do not know. But all I know is just as far as this number, though, I do think this number is too low. As far as on average this season, they are averaging just over 14 points in the first half. As far as on the road this season, they are actually averaging 17 points in the first half. Tonight, especially coming off that loss, makes me like this even like more, because they're going to want to get out to that actually quick start. So give me that Eagles first half team total over.
There we go. I like it. So what I'm going into is some props here, guys, because same with you guys. I don't really know how this one's going to fully play out. I have a couple receiving props I like and a passing and rushing over. So there you go. You know what that one's going to be. I took it last week at 212. Jackson Dart over 219.5 passing and rushing yards. I think we're going to see a big rushing performance out of Jackson Dart. I think that's going to be one of the main focal points of the Giants offense, getting Jackson Dart on the move and having him get rushing yards. So over 219.5 rushing and passing yards is my play for Jackson Dart. I have 2 over receiving yards for the Giants, and it's only because the number is insanely low. Insanely low. I'm taking Cam Scatabo over 14.5. I think he should get at least a 20 burger in this game. He will need to be a focal point of the passing game and the screen game. I think the Giants are going to try all of those types of plays. And then you take a look at his most recent performances. Against the Saints last week, Scatabo had 6 receptions for 45 yards. Against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago, he had 6 receptions for 61 yards. We only need him to get over 14.5. Definitely a play I really like in this game. Another play I'm playing is actually an under. It's going to be an under play, and it's going to be Jalen Hyatt under 15.5 receiving yards. So I have 2 overs, 1 under. I know, 15.5 is an extremely low total. But Jalen Hyatt is an extremely bad receiver who cannot create any space. I don't think he's going to have more than 1 catch if he even gets one tonight. Jalen Hyatt, for the first 3 or 4 years of his career, has been an absolute bust. He creates absolutely 0 separation. He's just a go guy. He could just sprint down the field and try and use his speed. But he has 0 route running abilities, and his speed isn't as good as it was coming out of college. So for me, Jalen Hyatt under 15.5 is absolutely a play. Cam Scatabo over 14.5 receiving is a play. And like I said, Jackson Dart over 219.5 passing and rushing yards are my 3 props I am playing on this game. When we get closer to kickoff, JD, you know me, I'll have my 2x2s. I will have my 2x2s, which this is not a game I expect many 2x2s, but I still got to go for it on primetime games and see what we can do. Yeah, everyone knows Hyatt for that Bama game. He was unbelievable at Tennessee. That's all he did. He was in college. He beat up on bad teams, and that's how he got a job being a third-round pick in the NFL. But unfortunately, he's not an NFL caliber receiver because his route running abilities are trash. No other way to put it. Gentlemen, any other plays in this game before we go into our best bets? That is proudly sponsored segment.
I don't believe so.
Not really. I mean, this is just. Look, is there a chance this is just one of those weird ass Thursday night football games that has, for no reason, it's close in the fourth? Yeah, it really might be.
I could see it.
But at the end of the day, I will come here and do this show without an undershirt on, with this still on tomorrow, just showing my wonderful chest hair if the Giants walk out of there with a win.
Do we have any say in this? Like, we don't want that either. That's not
You have
a
no-
reward
you-
for. That's not a
You
reward for
have,
me and
I
JD.
will buy Alpha a Kith Giants hat also if they walk out of here with a
If
win.
the Giants win tonight, you get me the Kith Giants hat. What was that? Like a $99 price tag at least, right? It was expensive.
I didn't say from the new drop.
No. It has to be from the new drop that came out today. Absolutely not. You can't do that. You're so confident that if the Giants won't win, you'll buy me one of the new Kith the Giants hats.
I might be getting myself a beanie. I got an older beanie that has your name on it.
No, I don't want a used fucking beanie. You just sounded so confident. Like,
No,
there's no way.
no. Sorry. Let me rephrase. It is an old beanie that I bought from last year's drop. But I don't know if you know this. The Giants have been dog shit for so long that I never actually had the courage to put it on my head and wear it in public.
Okay, well then maybe I will take it because anything off your head I do not want. All right, gentlemen, I think it's about that time we go into our sponsored segment. We're going to dive right into our best bets for today, Thursday, October 9th. Sorry, JD, I didn't tee you up properly. I went right into it. We didn't get the music in there. That's on me. I didn't give you any warning. I just went right into it. Yeah, fuck it. Sorry, guys. Here's Derek to tell you about stuff you guys want to hear about. 1 second. Let me go to Derek about Funded Stake. Fantastic company.
FundedStake.io, the ultimate platform for sports traders looking to unlock their potential without risking their own money. We're here to help you transform your sports betting skills into a profitable and sustainable business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Funded Stake gives you the tools and capital to scale your success. Here's how it works. 1. Choose your account. Pick an account size that fits your needs, starting from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Your journey starts here. 2. Take the challenge. Hit the profit target while sticking to our risk management rules. For example, with a $10,000 account, aim for $3,300 in profit, place a minimum of 25 sports bets, and maintain the required daily and total loss limits. 3. Get funded. Once you pass the challenge, we'll provide the capital for you to trade. You can keep up to 80% of your profits while we take on all the financial risks. At FundedStake.io, you'll benefit from a fully personalized dashboard where you can monitor your trades, track your challenge progress, and place real-time bets on all major sports leagues. Our platform is built for transparency, ease of use, and performance. With FundedStake.io, you can focus on winning and scaling your success while we cover the risks. No financial stress, just growth and profits. FundedStake.io. Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger.
Bet smarter.
Scale faster.
Win bigger. See what I did there? I added my own little thing to it. No, now tomorrow you guys all have to add a little oomph to your situation because now that's my thing. Win bigger.
Okay.
I can get the shoulders going.
I know. Don't let the people know.
Can.
We will unveil yours too tomorrow, and that's
Just so everyone knows, I have magical
a
shoulders.
cliffhanger.
I have some amazing shoulders. JD,
JD,
Well,
enough about my shoulders. Let's go over the promo code.
Yes.
JD, can I just tell you I would pay you so much money if your thing is you doing a 360 in your chair real quick?
Wow.
Oh my gosh. We will have to figure out something here. But Funded Stake, they are currently offering for you to do a 10K challenge with us, guys. We are actually currently right in the middle of one. It's not too late to join us. You can get 30% off that 10K challenge using promo code ATB30. And we are not doing that just on the show. Yes, the show best bets are going towards that. But in the Discord, we are also adding bets to that. Let me share the screen here. You can see last night that we did add one. That was a nice tennis winner there. Nice.
That was from me, by the way.
Yep. Alpha definitely dropped that one in.
Who did I pick?
Okay. You have to say the name.
I can't see it. It's not like it's a little zoomed out for me.
Katerina
Katerina.
Sinakovia? Oh
Yeah.
boy. Sinakova.
You just see me and Jefe's forehead zoomed in because we're trying to see what's there. Sinakova, all day. That's my girl. Is it a girl?
Yes. Yes.
Very good. Very good, Sinakova.
Guys, I have an announcement to make. This is important. I'm naming my firstborn daughter Katerina.
Very good. I'm on the Brewers' best bets, JD. Don't know what you want to put on it, but I am on it.
That's where I was going, man. So I'm going to go ahead and max it out.
There we go. That's my only best bet of the day.
So, Jefe, what are you wanting here?
I love the Brewers too, but since we already maxed that bad boy out, why don't you take a cursor up about a few inches and go right there to the Phils? Click on that bad boy. Take some money out of your great grandma's wallet. Put it all on there. See you tomorrow.
There we go.
Okay.
Anything else, JD?
Well, we're in, guys. So, as far as our bets today, pull them up here so everybody can see them one more time. That is, Jefe's going with the Phillies at plus 112, and Alpha and myself going a little bit bigger bet here on the Brewers money line at minus 117.
Brew Crew. That's it. No one's gonna get hype after my Brew Crew bomb. All right, Jackson Dart's throwing for 400 yards today. Everyone can shut the fuck up. Yankees may be out, but the Giants are not. It's Knicks season. Knicks in 4. Nobody gives a shit about baseball anyway. The season's fucking over. Rutgers basketball is right around the corner. We are fine.
Yeah, I second everything he says. I'm excited to talk NFL tomorrow. Then we're going to also do a couple college football games, because if I don't talk about the Francisco Fernandos of the Indiana, I'm going to lose my effing mind.
JD, do that thing you do. And get us
Yes,
the fuck
guys.
out of here.
Tomorrow is definitely the NFL show, but we may squeeze a couple of college football games in there.
Here he is. Here he is. Connie, we've been asking for y'all show. We knew you were going to say something. We knew it.
Also, after the show's over, in the comments, let us know. Thinking about doing a separate weekly college football show. If that's something you want to see, put it in the comments. Besides that, let's have a day, guys. It's Thursday. It's nice out. Let's just do it. Let's fucking win.
Let's fucking win. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Same place. Jefe, you get the final word. What's your word? You get one word.
Money.
Sammy, we appreciate you tuning in, brother. Tune in tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Jefe's going to make us money. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.